Mr. Jing.
Let's go ahead and start the recording. And thank you, Gray. Okay. Once again, remember everybody, the goals for this particular meeting. Let's focus on what is the most vital conversion issues that we're facing today. And I think we have a few reps from all the different user funnels. I know a lot of the time we focus on inquiries and hospitality, reservations, but today we got representatives from employee and also from the partnership funnel. So let's make sure that we're dealing in this next hour on the most vital knowledges. Okay, all right, and remember, based on the all hands today, engage. That's actually how we actually become better and more skilled at what we do. Okay, otherwise I'm going to end remote work and make everybody work in the office again. No, kidding. I really enjoy remote work, but one of the drawbacks of remote work is, is anybody actually there, or am I just talking to a screen? So be as involved as you can. Okay, all right, great. Kick it off for us. You got the floor and the spotlight.
All right. Yes. Thank you so much, people. So let's open our Miro board. Let's see, I will send the link here. Okay, wait. Okay. I think I'm quite having trouble on sharing the Miro board on the. Yes. Thank you so much for everyone who just shared the Miro board. It's because I'm not signed in actually. So yep. Great. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this this conversion workshop. And actually, I see a lot of new cases have been brought up today. So yep. Maybe let's start from the most left, actually, the longest one, which is from Irma. I believe this is also still has been here for like last week. So I think we should discuss it first so it can be moved to done so it doesn't get too long on the board. So yes, Irma, to you first. Time is yours.
Thank you, Kak Gray, for giving my floor. And this is from Nata, and she willing to book Villa Angin. I'm so sorry, I still unloading, but Nata knows. In this case, Nata knows as a Gray, so yeah, I've been role play as a Kak Gray in this case. And then yeah, Nata was already visit in Villa Angin, and she is very interested with this property. But in the same time, Nata has one of the difficult about the problem is with her money. So yeah, I have discussed with BI for in a 10 million. So actually she got in a 10 million, but when I already give 10 million, she said that she have a economic problem. So she not she decided to not book this property and choose other property that already include everything in 10 million, like so. And I bring this case because it's almost very near with the close the deal. But yeah, in the last conversation that she decided to give up with this booking with this book because she think that is too expensive for her. So my question is, how can I do some offer the property again, or just give up with this like that I do? Yes, thank you very much, and yeah, you're welcome. Or I should do a discovery again like this. I just want to know, but thank you very much, Kak.
All right. Thank you, Irma, for the explanation. So yeah, for every team member, I will give you around like 5 minutes to please put down your thoughts on the memo. And then we will discuss about what do you think can Irma do better, actually. So in conclusion, Irma, this is turned down, yeah, from the guest side.
Yeah, turned down because
Hmm.
she have an economic problem. You already explained, and
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah.
So what do you think? What kind of guess is this actually? Do you remember we have the um is
Yeah,
it the
so guess
theory of there are type of guests,
oh
right, that we have discussed?
transactional, yeah,
No, not
transactional. No, no,
transactional.
no, not that's the one. Oh,
The answer is actually quite
that,
simple. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember
Okay.
perhaps?
I'm sorry, I'm not remember this one. Okay.
Okay, so maybe to
Okay, okay.
Vera. Vera, do you remember perhaps?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Uh, there are four types of guests that we have discussed before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you? There are.
budget. Yeah,
Yes, correct.
budget.
Yes.
Budget.
Yes. All right. Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
budget,
Thank
budget.
you. Thank you, everyone, for chiming in and engaging. Yeah. But no, Yoga. Actually, at mine, the photos actually are already loading. Maybe you can refresh your connection, perhaps, Yoga. Okay. All right. Okay. I see. There's only two people yet. Just put down their opinions. Okay, let's go, guys, so we can be more efficient because we have a lot of cases to be covered. Actually, yes. Thank you, Kaara, for putting down your opinion. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I will wait until like 13. For 14. Then we can discuss on what opinion that is already being put down. Okay. All right, all right. So the conversation is actually quite long already at Irma. It's actually quite sad to see that it ended up turned down. So, okay. Oh, mm, I actually have a question, actually, Irma. Why? Who's in charge on Friday? Why didn't they pick up the call? There's two missed calls.
Actually, actually, at that time I have a night shift.
Oh, okay. You have a night shift at that time. Okay, so Friday. All right, I will investigate that further because, well, not inspired to like to not pick up guest call. They already missed call 2 times. Yes. Someone just put very. There are some very interesting opinion. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay, 1 more minute left, guys, to put down your opinion. Don't forget. Don't forget your opinion. I see some people still not putting down. Jessica, welcome. Don't forget to put your opinion to the mural. Okay, it's already 4:14. Oh, okay, your mirror is lagging. All right, Jessica, that is fine. Okay, so let's discuss. There's actually one interesting opinion. I don't know who put it because they don't have a name above it, but it says here. This is the first problem on the identification. So why is Irma not identifying herself and letting the guest think she's great or she's me, basically?
Okay. Um, I just think that she already know because um, I'm not in identify myself first. That's my mistake. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not. I'm just do role play because yeah, she already know that one of the people that in here is Kak Gray. So I just do role play in here. Okay.
All right. I see.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the correct step that you should take, actually, Irma, because, well, then It's like if you're putting down someone else's name. Let's say that you do something that is not inspired delight and the guest is angry, right?
Yes.
Then
Mm.
that they know is me, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
also the same. Let's say if you convert the booking, yeah, that it actually will be under my name,
Yeah.
if you
I
get
know.
what
I
I
know.
mean. So yeah,
Mm-mm.
I think you already failed on the identification. So
Yeah.
please don't repeat this again, yeah, Irma. So
Mm-mm.
even if they greet you with a different name, just introduce yourself that you are still my teammate and she is in charge in somewhere else. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted, Kak. Thank you.
Okay. Now let's see to uh Vera. Vera, could you perhaps please explain more about your opinion?
Okay, so actually, I just saw a opinion from Mr. Jing, right? The where he pointed out that this is the point where you could have closed the deal if I could with you. So actually, it's just like a more elaboration. I think we discovered quite enough on what the guest needs, right? It's more to the ability of like offering other properties that are close to their preferences because I don't know, like I don't see if Irma actually offer other properties. Like I don't know why, or I don't know. Is it like is the guest only want this property, so you're not offering the others, or yeah, what's the reason of you not offering other properties that is close to their preferences?
Are you there, Irma, perhaps?
Okay. I'm not offering because the budget is 10 million and actually this one is 12.5 million, and I decided to stick in this property because we know that yes, she already got in a 10 million, so I decided to not offer budget like this.
So you're saying there's no other that fits her budget, Irma, or
Yes.
okay. So you don't offer because there's no supply, yeah?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I see. All right. Okay. Mm, but yes, I actually really agree with Mr. Jing. I would say that you actually already built enough trust and engagement, but you build it under someone else's name, so it's also not correct. So yeah, this is actually just you can actually close the deal. Actually, considering you already discovered what she needs. Yes, Mo, you want to say something?
Oh, no, just opening my mic. I was just putting my comment there, actually.
Uh,
I see
okay.
something.
All right. Then let's go to your opinion, Mo. You say lacking engagement and timing. If we can say yes earlier, 10 million without utility, she will take the deal.
Because she's offering like 10 million and I pay everything. And then at that time you say yes and then secure the deal. It's already deal actually. But I see that from us is taking too long to process the deal. So if like 10 million we offer this and then yes, okay, I agree. This is the utility. This is normally electricity cost. This is normally water cost. This is normally this cost. And then the total cost of the utility this much. Will you agree with this? And then, okay, is you agree? Okay, this is the agreement. And then when would you like to pay? So I think it's very close already to the deal, but I think it takes too long to
Yeah.
process it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's very eager in that message.
Yeah.
10 million and
Yeah. All right. Is that all, Mo?
yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mo, for the opinion. And yes, I actually agree that this is actually can be closed better. I think we just go too much back and forth from from us to BI, and then waiting for BI to respond, and then we went back to the guest, and then well, it just becomes too long when we can actually close the deal a lot sooner.
You
And
need this, yeah.
yeah, I think I have enough opinion to actually conclude this case. But yes, one last ad from Mr. J.
Okay, I think everyone already understands this. Irma, this is a stage 5 problem. So everything is lined up. The deal was already ready to close by the time that they, like Wayana mentioned, right? 10 million without electricity and water. What about cleaning and Wi-Fi? If we rent a house until May, will the terms of the transaction be preserved? This is where you go, if I could, would you, right? And then end the deal. If I could, would you? Not, hold on a second, let me talk to whoever, right? Because when you do that, you stall the deal stops. There's no, you go to BI, they'll tell you something without context, and you can't really conclude anything. But if you could say, if I could give you that, would you be my customer today? Bam, right? None of this back and forth. I think for some reason you were afraid to close the deal. I don't know why, but you were like hesitate, 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 and then you made the situation more confusing by adding things that didn't really need to be added, and they got confused too, because guess what? When you're not confident in closing a deal, your counterparty can detect it too. They're like, "Do you really want to sell me this, or you're not so sure?" When they detect hesitation, they probably detect you probably have an incomplete service or an incomplete product, and it's conveyed. It's conveyed either in body language, in the delay in your response, and people can sense it and they disengage. I think that's what I see here. So listen up, everybody. This is a common thing that I detected. The point of having our framework and structure is not everything needs to be followed, right? You don't need to go to step one, two, three, four, keep on going. If you have discovered enough, you need to recognize that moment when the deal is ready to be closed. And it usually is when the terms are already getting very, very narrow. That moment, just reach in and say, hey, would you be my next customer if we could do this for you? Okay. It's generally even advisable, if you notice you hesitate, to just always close. Just always put that out even, right? Because if you try to close too much, you'll get that pushback from your guest. But this kind of mistake is unfortunate because it's really like the money was already in your hand, but it just kind of slipped out. Okay. Did we ever get this person to another deal, or did they go and find a completely different option, Irma?
Irma, you there? You're muted.
Okay. She already found another one, sir.
Oh, okay. Then that's a real pity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real
Because
pity because she was already our guest. She was already our customer,
yeah.
but then they pulled out. Okay. All right. Listen, everybody. This is, of course, costly. This probably cost, I don't know, 30, 40 million, I think. Because they wanted a house from now until May. They're willing to pay 10 million a month. So you take about probably 3 months worth of rent. Okay. So please learn from this, and let's not make these kinds of mistakes in the future because it's too bad. It really is a shame because it could have been done. Okay, all right, that's it. Let's all learn from our mistakes and succeed faster. Okay, back to Greg.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving your opinion for Irma. Does anyone else wants to give opinion? Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, good, yeah. All right. Now let's move on to our main board, the general entry new case. There are a lot of case, as you can see. So but maybe today we can focus on guest, and on Thursday we can focus on partner and also employee, because I see some from Vera and also Yoga actually in here, but mostly our guest on the board. So yes, if you see on the pink memo, there's my name, the one on middle top actually. You see, all right. So this happens when I'm off. So yes, this happens when I'm off. So there's actually this is the first inquiry that we got from an Asia exchange. So this case already been long enough on the board, so I guess we just talk about it now. So yeah, so the guest actually inquired during night shift. So I think she probably got the number from the presentation that Bila presented. And so yeah, so she asked for 2 rooms accommodation in Canggu, and then we offer Rakarai actually, and then they agreed to visit, and then yeah, they confirmed the visit, right? And they visited, but turns out after they visit, um, the owner actually said there's only 1 room available, when in Tokit there's actually 2 rooms. So um, so it's quite sad because, well, we also didn't know that the owner have a guest, right? We just found out that time. So yeah, so we try to cross sell. As you can see, they offer, and they also give price. We asked for them, but they didn't respond. They respond tomorrow morning, and they said just found one now. Thanks. So yes, everyone, please give your opinion on what can be improved on this. I will wait until 4:30 for everyone opinion to be on board. Yes. Mo, please don't move the frame. Yes. You move the block wall.
Oops.
Yes, all right. Okay, yeah. So this is quite sad because this is the first inquiry we got. I think let's see, it's around like, I think like either last February or early March actually. This inquiry happened, and the first Asia exchange we got, which is sad because I'm off at that time and we got the inquiry, and someone else has handled it. So yeah, please put your opinion on what can be improved on this actually. All right. I'll wait until 4:30 or 5:30 Bali time. All right, I'm sorry. I just don't like silence, so I'll probably try to make a talk. Yes, Nadine, you're in the airport. I hope you have a safe flight to Yogyakarta. And please put down your opinion, yeah, even though you can't really talk. Yeah, say safe flight, everyone, to Nadine. Nadine will end her journey in Bali and move back
Flight mode.
to her original.
Pulang kampung.
Yeah, to her hometown, yeah. All right. Let's put down your opinion, people. Okay, I see Aya already put down. Some people are still writing. Yes. All right. Yeah. This is actually sometimes what happens with. This is just an intermezzo while waiting for everyone to put down their opinion. This is actually what usually happens when owner doesn't tell us that their room are actually fully booked, and we just found out when there's a guest wants to book, when we have already offered and almost closed the deal. So yep. Okay, 1 more minute, guys, to input your opinion. Okay. Mo, a very big memo pad, yeah. Mo, let me smaller it and put it on the below. Yeah. Okay, there. Okay, I see. Okay, there you go. I'll put it here, yeah, so everyone can see. Okay, I see there's a lot of people that putting their opinion. There's Dimas, Moyana, Windy already, and Aya. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, it's already 4:30. So let's go to Dima's opinions first. You said a lack of communication with the partners or not paying attention with the room availability. May you explain what you say, Dimas, perhaps?
Yes, so in this screenshot right here, I think um, the availability is not really clear yet, since she really needed two rooms, and turns out we only have one rooms left. So yeah, I think Irma needs to have her way to communicate with the partners better to clarify with the rooms before actually sending the guests to visit.
Hmm. All right, I see. So you think it's our fault, yeah, Dimas? It's the side from us. Okay, I see. I see also a similar opinion from Yoga. Yoga, you said I think failed in the identification part. May you elaborate what you said, Yoga?
Okay, Dr. Study.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so I think in the beginning, it's already failed in the identification part because the guests already tell that, hello, we are two students from our exchange. Do you also have accommodation in Canggu? But then you ask again about how many people that will stay with you. And the guest is answering again with, hi Irma, with emoticon or
Yeah. Yoga, you there? Okay. All right, thank you, Yoga. But I think what he meant is on the first screenshot where Irma actually asked again when the guests already identify how much people are gonna stay. Actually. Okay, let's move on to uh, I think almost similar. Almost all actually have the same opinion. Uh, so maybe I will just go to Mr. Jing immediately, actually, about this.
Listen up, everybody. This is bad partner integrity. Simple as that. They have violated a term in their contract, and we, as part of our team, take it seriously, and we don't tolerate this. Okay. Fundamentally, availability should reflect whatever is on the toki. Okay, simple as that. If partners have taken essentially that, then essentially we will either take a commission for what the value of the booking was, or we will relocate this guest and the partner will essentially pay for it with their own money. That's the way it has to be. The more you tolerate this, the worse your availability gets. Please report it to the community manager who is in charge of that relationship so that they can straighten things out immediately. Otherwise, that is it's nobody's fault here. Okay, delegate it to the correct channel. I would handle this like this: unless you want your future life to be full of drama with partner overbookings and all kinds of situations like that, which is nowhere fun, then this is the moment where that behavior needs to stop. And so either stop it or allow it to continue. So one leg, stop the partner from doing this again. Second leg, find an alternative for the guest and apologize to the guest for this particular case. It is not our fault, it is the partner's fault. And as a result, the partner should be made to pay for this particular mistake. Okay. If they keep on making these kinds of issues, then we will simply have to offboard them. Now, you might be wondering, well, why is that fair? Because partners don't pay for a reservation team's salary, right? We do. What they do is they offer supply available exclusively to Bukit Vista. That's their terms, okay? So they're getting something in return. Now, we can change that and make them pay your salaries, of course, right? Which they should if they're going to take their own bookings. But that's the deal. So everyone, please be familiar with that deal. And I need you guys to also take the spirit of not tolerating this anymore. And Nadine got it right too. Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I see. Aya, you raised your hand.
Yeah, I don't have any visibility about the what like agreement between partner, but for this happen a lot. Also for the visit when the guests want to visit the villa, it also has happened a lot. The villa didn't meet the guests, something like that. And do we have really like detail about this thing matters? Like they really need to pay attention to the token availability, also the visit time, something like that.
Yes. Listen, when we have actually, listen up, everyone. Sometimes our partners are not inspected all the time by community. Okay? Sometimes partners are not inspected all the time by community because it is very difficult to inspect all 180 different partners. So when we in HAR detect that there is an issue with a partner, immediately call that out. Okay, that is an unreliable partner, and that is going to be a constant source of agony later unless we correct the situation immediately. Okay, so what should go out is a warning letter from Bukit Vista through the community manager to that particular partner. If a partner does not have staff available to be ready to inspect, then guess what? What happens when there's an emergency at night? What happens when there's, let's say, a problem? Do you want to go and fly out and go meet the guest and explain to them why things are not correct? Or would you like to have a reliable partner with staff on site that can actually act on our behalf? So that's essentially the terms. And these situations we have to detect. You don't need to manage it. You just need to detect it and report it to the correct party and hold that correct party accountable. This is why we have SLAs in the company. Okay. So detect it, send it over to community managers, and have them manage it. If it happens again, then report it to me or the COO, and we will essentially deal with either the community manager if they are not dealing with it, or we will terminate the partner. Okay. Listen, as things get busier and busier, this type of issue becomes the headache of everybody working on reservations, and you guys don't deserve it. There's no reason why you should be dealing with these kinds of mistakes, right, that are happening on the partner side. So call it out for what it is, delegate it to the community to deal with it. If it can't be dealt with, then we need to offboard the partner. Generally, it leads to too much agony on our team, and it's agony that we don't need to deal with. So we're making that very easy to understand and a very clear policy. Okay, we don't tolerate faults in partner integrity. Warning once, warning twice, third time, we offboard that partner. Okay.
All right. I hope that is clear for you, Aya. If it's clear, can you give a thumbs up? All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for the opinion on this case. Now let's jump to another case. So if you move to the right bottom, actually, if you guys remember, last week Mr. Jeng actually gave us assignment to put to people that got analyzed by Jessica to put their inquiry actually to the board and analyze it. So yes, let's see for the first one. We can start from the Munja, which is from my side with the orange memo pad. Do you guys see it? So yeah, so Munja actually inquire for yoga searcher. So her value is actually 49 mil originally, right? But well, if you see from the inquiry, 56 million, that seems like a very high price. Do you have anything available for 6 or 7 million? That is such a huge difference of the original amount that they actually can pay compared to the amount that is shown on the Airbnb. So yeah, if you see on the more on the right side, I said, I see you're looking within that budget. I see you inquired to one of our other property as well. We can continue the convo here. I said, you're looking in Ungasan only? And she said, yes, I'm looking in Uluwatu, between Bingin and Uluwatu Temple, that area. Or Nyanyang area is also okay. So I asked, you prefer private or something like guest house / bungalow is fine for you? And she said, open to see both options. I need to move on Tuesday, so I'm a little bit in a hurry to find something. I said, all right, how about something like this? I'm pretty sure I gave this Pachito. I meant to direct them actually because That's the closest one for something a bit private between Padang-Padang and Bingit that is available at that moment. But Despacito on Airbnb exceed 6 to 7 million. That I would say that's why Windy actually offered another property and said, "Hey Munja, I'm very sorry. We sent you the wrong link, which is one that located in Luatu, and it's 429 USD per month." And she gave the link. What do you guys think could be improved from this one? Okay. All right. So from my side, because Mr. Jing also said that we need to evaluate ourselves and see what we can do actually to improve it, right? I should have given a much better recommendation and follow up to the guest. Actually, that's actually just as simple as that. So yes, I will wait until 4:45 for everyone to put down all of their opinion. Okay. So yes, this is actually not such a rare occurrence to see people actually having a much different budget compared to what they put actually on Airbnb. Yeah, because usually what they only put is just their dates. So like, hey, I actually just want to inquire for this date, but I don't want to pay this amount. So that kind of inquiry actually. So yes. All right. I'll wait for everyone. Okay. Thank you, Ma. Good luck on picking up KDK.
Be back soon.
All right. All right. Okay, everyone. All right. I see several people already immediately put down their opinion, yeah, in this one. Can I see I see one very interesting opinion actually. I will just ask it to save time because it's already put. But Aya actually, Aya, you said sometimes too much discovery can lead to fail. Can you elaborate more on that, perhaps?
Yes, it also happened a lot of time. So, he already said he's in a hurry, and we keep asking about, do you want this one? Do you want this one? Do you prefer this one? And something like that. And maybe he can think that he's already irritated with our question. It's just wasting his time. But I also didn't know how to discover more. But this, yeah, about this stuff. But in my opinion, too much question can lead to fail because they're like irritated about their question.
Very interesting. What do you think about that, Vera, perhaps? Do you agree with what Aya said?
Agree 50-50 actually. Like if I know that the guest is like in a hurry, right? And I think asking too much questions is not really the right move, but I think if it's the right questions to actually discover what they want would be better gitu. But I think from my side, I think I'm more to agree with Nadine. Like when you offer the other recommendations, I think including apa detailed gitu, so they don't have to ask follow up questions because they're in a hurry, right? So jadi kayak langsung push with all the details, so they don't need to ask follow up questions. That's from me, see.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much, Vera. Yes, so for Nadine opinion, she said, you could be more empathetic. She said, I'm in a hurry. Yes, very true. I could have said, I could use label. You could give more option with detailed information, what like this Vera said. And she said, I think she left us because she thinks takes too much time in this convo. Yes, I agree. That's why the pre-approval also expired, right? Okay, Jess, you have some opinion here. You said the follow-up done versus time that she has to find the right property.
Yeah. So basically, the same points of what has been mentioned. With that she's in a hurry and that she needs to find a property really fast because it's nearing the check-in date that she wants. And the follow-up with could be better.
So we're not hustling enough, yeah. Totally get that. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for the feedback. So I think we can conclude this maybe to Mr. Jing. Do you want to add something?
No, that's pretty much it. Oh, wait, Nadine rose her hand. Let's go to Nadine.
Yes, Nadine. Nadine, can you talk?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to respond opinion to make sure that everyone's not getting it wrong. Like discovery is necessary actually, but the way you frame it, the way you actually calculate the time, it matters gitu. Jadi asking too much questions uh, without delivering what's the purpose itu bisa salah. Nah ya, tapi if you tell them what's the purpose, because we manage hundred of property and we want to help, so I need the detailed information about your preferences, so I can give you the best suitable one. I think that's not gonna be a problem for them to be asked, you know. So asking too much questions without apa ya, without any directions itu might lead into fail. Tapi kalau dikasih tahu purpose-nya.
I think she's gone. Nadine? Okay, yeah, I think Nadine's is gone. Nadine, you can continue what you said on the chat, yeah? Not really. So yes, you can continue on the chat and I will read it after Mr. Jing has said his opinion.
I just want to underline what Nadine said. Remember, everybody, I think what I see sometimes is that we're using the techniques, but we're not understanding the technique, right? So asking questions is good, but for what purpose? Are you trying to narrow down what options to present? Yes. Are you trying to narrow down what options to present? Do you have an option that's available, right? So if I ask, let's say, for example, you come to my store to buy a motorbike, okay? And I only sell black and white motorbikes. There's no point in me asking a question like, what color do you want, right? Because then your guest might say, I want green. And then you would have to say, I don't have any green, right? A better question to ask is, you've come to the right place. We have a very curated selection of popular colors that most of our users like. Would you like white or would you like black? Okay, because then that narrows down the option into white or black. Okay, there's no point in asking questions if the question doesn't have a specific endpoint that is in alignment with where you want the guest to essentially go, right? So too much discovery on issues where there is, funny enough, there could be too much discovery in these particular cases, because remember, on the other side, this person just wants to get it done. They just want to get like a good option. So after a certain point of discovering and after a certain amount of experience, you need to anticipate well. I'll put out a little point here too. There's one by Teresa here. It is always good, Teresa, Wendy, to speak in the same language and currency as your guest. So the guest, I think, asked about a budget in terms of rupiah, but somehow we switched to US dollars again. And so that creates an unnecessarily complex decision point, which they need to go, how much is that in rupiah now, right? And can you imagine this if you're doing on a phone? Like you have to calculate, and then on another chat from another host, somebody says, yeah, I can do it for 6.5 million rupiah. I mean, you might just go with the other response from the other host because they've just simplified it for you. So try to speak the same language and the same currency as what you have heard. This is the essence of mirroring, of empathetic listening, to speak more like the person who's speaking to you. That gets you far further ahead. Okay. that's pretty much the two things I see. And of course, I think our timing could be a little bit better because I see that, let's say at 4:50, Moana Moenja wrote to us, but we took almost an hour to respond back. And that's still, I think, within normal working hours here. So there seems to be a transition shift. Okay, that's it. And that's. Oh, one more thing that I see. It doesn't really help persuasion negotiation a lot. I think a lot of us, our tendency is to apologize when we think that things aren't going in the direction we want them to go. And by doing so, when you apologize a little bit too often, what you do is you diminish mutual respect. Okay, apologize when necessary. Okay, but I think I'm not sure why that would be the wrong link. The first link that Gray sent, I don't know what's wrong with that. I think it's fine if it's Despacito, it's fine, right? So why are we apologizing in this particular case for something that we're doing correctly? I know we want to be humble and we want to be welcoming and hospitable, but there's ways of doing it without necessarily resorting to apology in this particular case. So yeah, try not to apologize. Try to say, hey, look, it doesn't seem like I'm as helpful as I could be. How about this? See, that's different than saying I'm sorry. Okay. Or how about I try to be a little bit more helpful and direct you to a better direction, right? That is the same way of saying the same thing, but without giving up your own ground. If you keep on apologizing, everyone, don't be surprised if you don't get anything in life, right? Because you've already just essentially retreated from the negotiation table. So think about that too as well. Don't be aggressive, but you don't also need to apologize for every single little thing.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jing, for concluding the case. So yes, I agree. Sometimes I think like the people on the front line sometimes apologize too much for just just responding late, just giving wrong link or giving the wrong pick. But yeah, I think I really agree with what Mr. Jing said. We can close the deal without how to say it, tanpa menurunkan harga diri gitu. So yep. So yes, let's move on to the below one. Actually, this is from Dimas' case. So yeah, I'm sorry because I saw the first screenshot. So Dimas said, I should have paid more attention to the check-in date of the inquiry. That is what Dimas said. So yeah, as we can see here, this is also the failed inquiry one that is tagged last week. So that's why it's brought up here. So yeah, let's, because there's only like 7 minutes left. So please, everyone, give your opinion quite quick. I will just wait for 55 because I think I can also conclude this quite fast. So yes, let's go, everyone. Because the case is quite simple. It's only 2 screenshots actually. Yes. Or maybe Dimas, you want to tell more about this case, perhaps, while we wait for others' opinion.
Sure. This case, I think it was on February 19, and it was followed up by Mutia first. And then we have no response, so I thought it was a good idea to, get back to it. And yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the check-in date, so I thought that, hey, I mean, do you still want to check in? And I said that for the check-in time on this apartment is up until 8 p.m. and said, and the guest asking again, so this is still available from 25th of February until 2 March? Because I saw it's not available. And the availability starts at 28th of February until 2nd of March. And I checked again to the toolkit and turns out it's not available. So yeah, I think that's what I'm like. Details matter.
All right. Thank you, Dimas, for giving us the details of the case. So, yeah, this I saw, I think it's last week, where the one that answer first is hosting team, and the answer is not really up to our standards, so it already gave a bad impression, I would say. That's why, as you can see, the guest actually did not reply. If you see on the first screenshot, and the second screenshot, Dimas actually follow up to the guest. Okay, it's 4:55. Okay, I see. Okay, a response. Yeah. All right. Maybe. Is the yellow memo pad Mr. Jing? Oh yeah, okay, that's Mr. Jing. Okay, then I will skip it first. Then maybe to Vera actually. Vera. What do you think, Vera?
Yeah, I think I agree with Mr. Jing. Also, details matter, right? And I think we could cut to the chase instead of like asking like rencana mau jam berapa check in. Can you just tell the availability of the one they want to book? I think it's simple as that, right?
Yep. All right. Yeah. So okay. I think I will also state my opinion before I go to Mr. Jing because our time almost closing. It's already 4:56. So yeah. I think indeed we also discussed it about it last week when a guest actually say dates. Try to say that hey, we're glad to say that it's available actually on your preferred dates, and we are happy to give pre-approval. It's actually simple as that. And also, yeah, Mutia actually skips one question from the guest, which is the availability from 25 February until 2 March. And she focused on the check-in time, actually, which is not the most important, actually. Well, we can, it's important, but it's not as important as the availability because, well, if we can answer the check-in time, but as you can see, it's not even available. So there's no use, actually, we actually follow up. And I see also Dimas. I would say you lack on call to action actually on the last response. Because she already stated that she was to stay on 25th February until 2 March, and you ask, oh, you want to stay until 2 March? Like it's quite a rhetoric question. So yeah, I would say, and also you can offer other listings because I believe Utara actually have several listings. It's just not one. So probably you can check that first, and if she really does not want that, we can offer something similar that is not like an apartment but still like one bedroom. So yeah, I think that's all from me. Maybe to okay, the unit's already full for the Utara. Okay, so that means you lack on the cross selling, yeah. So please try not to do that again, and don't forget to call to action. Actually, just don't end the sentence with your answer. So yes, maybe go to Mr. Jing. We have 2 minutes left.
Okay, I'll use this 2 minutes well. One, everyone, I don't want to see these kinds of mistakes again. This is a very low quality mistake. This is answering a question with a question. This is asking a blocking question, right? Do you really want to convert this deal or do you want to just keep on returning questions to people? Think about how this would feel like if you were planning a Valentine's Day okay, you're planning a Valentine's Day dinner with your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? You call the restaurant and you say, hey, I have 2 people coming. Are you available? And they ask, how many tables would you need? Do you want to sit closer to the bar or closer to the window? Blah 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 blah. Just get to the point. Yes, we are available. I have a table right here that's available. It's here. Would that be okay? So be a little bit more proactive and anticipate what this person might actually need. I think when we start doing that, instead of asking these rhetorical questions, as I think Gray put it, then we can see progress. Please, I don't want to see these kind of things again. This means that people aren't listening. They're not applying what we're learning here. This is a rookie mistake. Okay, the second minute that I'd like to actually spend is let's go ahead and take a look at our leaderboard. Once again, the leaderboard shows the conversion that's happening on Airbnb. Does not show some of the other channels, but let's see who's ahead. Great. Congratulations. You are ahead. You are the absolute leader on the leaderboard there. And oh, why did we close that? That was Gray's moment of triumph. We need to bring that back again, please. So let me bring the board so everyone can see. And once again, this is the result of being able to apply and understand and being capable. And it's good to see that some people are picking up. Okay, Gray, definitely the leader with a score of, I think, almost 13 and a half or something on this side, followed by Dimas, followed by Irma. Last is Mutia. As we can see, perhaps Mutia should not be allowed to take any more guest inquiries until she's been trained. Also on the sales dashboard, Gray is leading ahead as well, followed by Dimas, Nadine, Rafik. Rafik came back in a hurry. Okay, that's unexpected. And Irma, and followed by Mutia. Okay, thank you everybody for coming in today. I would definitely want to see some more. I want to see this, everyone. I really want to see this. I want to see more taking chances. Okay, in the effort of closing the deal. Not okay, we talked about process, you know about calibrated questions, you know about accusation audit, you know about like all the techniques that we've talked about so far. I don't want you to just use these techniques without purpose, okay? So please, I think you know the techniques now. Try to close the deals now, okay? Be a little bit more daring. That's what I want to see. Those are quality mistakes. I can guarantee you, once you start doing that, you'll grow. Right now, I see hesitation, fear. Send the question back. That doesn't close deals. Try to lead the guest into a way that they actually understand. Present yourself well and inspire delight. Those are the kinds of things I want to see by the next time. Okay. Have a good day, everyone. And thank you, Gray, for leading today's discussion. And safe flight, Nadine. We'll catch you all later.
All right, thank you, everyone. If you guys have any feedback, you can Slack me. All right.
Keep up the good work, Gray. And lead everybody else in the right direction.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
All right, see you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.